was rocking out there, JJ. I forgot the little tunes we had on that. It's like getting us nice and energized for the day. How are you? We just had a great conversation last week, and
Mhm.
we thought that maybe today we could go in a little deeper about why the heck people might be interested in getting their own light language and talking a little bit more about our stories to help people not feel like it's this big, creepy, scary thing. Hey,
Right? Yeah,
Rich.
yeah.
Yeah.
It,
Um,
it can be creepy. Um, I'm really lucky because my husband was with me when mine came out, and,
mhm.
and my mom and dad, who they live in Vermont, and at the time I lived in California, they were at my house watching my kids, and so I didn't really have to come out to anybody. Um,
We have a coming out party. Oh, I speak alien languages.
I'm not saying it didn't freak everybody out, but yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, we got some people online. And speaking of, I know that you have Vermont roots. Have you seen the pictures of the sun lately? Because we have the Canadian wildfires and the
Yeah.
sun. Like when you're a spiritual person, you see a sun like that, you're like, oh. I mean, there's something about that that's like,
Yeah.
this is like a little, like a red laser beam into your eyeballs.
Yeah, that was first of all, I loved how you positioned with the sticks, like the sun. It looked like a cool little art piece. I
Oh,
love
I can't take credit for the pictures. I gave the photo credit to some lady who's a
uh,
photographer from here. But yes, that we'll have to pass that note on. It did look cool.
yeah, that was really cool. I love to do pictures like that with the moon when I can, like some really cool. It's positioned just right. But I did see that another person from Vermont had posted it, and I know all about the fire suns.
Yeah.
Yeah, is it pretty smoky there?
Today is not bad right this minute, but it's supposed to get bad later. But in any case, I'm not taking it as a bad thing. But do you get affected by the solar flares quite a bit? Because that does
Yeah,
really knock me out.
I would actually really love to talk about that.
Mm.
I get knocked out by a lot of things that I'm unaware of. Um, and sometimes I'll be like, oh, let me check what the solar flares are doing. And I'm like, yeah, that could be it. That could be it. Oh, it's the moon. It's the full moon. And but I also feel like there's well, a long time ago, before my language came out, and I was just um, Reiki, whatever, Anyways, I got my. We should, what is it? Before language, BL. In the time of BL,
Yeah.
I got the message that there are things in the sound waves that are also affecting us, and I'm really curious if anybody out there has any thoughts on the unseen things that really affect us. Um, yeah, just like how it could even be like maybe the rumbling of um, maybe the earth knows an earthquake is coming, or maybe it's the man-made things like the power lines or the, satellite stuff.
Yeah, the chemtrails, all those things.
All of it. Yeah.
Well, it looks like we got some friends here. We got Jules and Kevin, and I don't know who Three Shifting Veils is. You know them,
Oh, I
JJ?
do. Oh my gosh. Let me tell you about her.
Okay, great.
I just met her at the
Richie.
retreat. And so I'm the weirdo that when if you see me like in the woods or whatever, I'm taking pictures of things people won't take pictures of or don't notice. It's like this face, there's a face here, there's a face there in the environment. And I was walking up to the retreat in Canada, and I saw like me. And I was just like,
I'm
oh my
free.
God. No, 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 I'm sorry. I'm not that
Oh,
good
I
at
was like,
stories.
oh my god.
I
Well,
wish.
Gaia, go for it. Okay.
No, no, but she was there. It was just like, oh my God, she's just like me. And she was taking pictures of the faces in the trees. And so yeah, I call her my tree friend. She's amazing. Yeah.
Okay, first of all, I hear nothing weird about what you just said. But I don't know how that qualifies as weird. That seems totally normal to have this
Yeah.
like curiosity about what nature is serving to us.
Uh,
So
I know I'm like bouncing around, but we have this feeling, or yeah, there's like this feeling where things emerge only for you. And I don't know if that's egotistical, but um, I'm always curious if a face comes out, like if I wasn't there, would it have come out? It's almost like they pop out to say hi, like, oh, hey, I remember you from a different lifetime.
Oh, yes. Do you sometimes feel like we're on the Truman Show for real?
Yeah, I do
Like,
like, okay, she's coming, everybody.
and deliver the tree with the face now. Yeah. Make a
Now
bug land
let's
right on our nose.
let's faces. Three faces coming out of this tree right now.
Well, I don't know. We have infinite timelines, right? And they know
Yeah.
everything's happening simultaneously. So I'm sure they could, just
Oh,
craft whatever they want.
good
Um,
morning, Evan and Jules.
mhm. uh,
Yeah.
so, can I do an energy check in too before we talk about the light language stuff? Because Nina and I met. So, Nina's our other friend who's multi-dimensional goddess. I don't know how else to say. She's air in our group of four. JJ's water. I'm earth. Nina's air, and Summer is fire. So Nina and I met to talk about some other things earlier this week, and some really strong energies came through. Like I had been feeling more than just grumpy, like slightly murdery. I never know like how much is perimenopause versus just like the universe. And I told her I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm having a murdery patch," and we dug into it. And so I'm curious. Number one, were you feeling some like weird energies where old stuff was being dug up? And then I got this very strong vision of a huge dragon. So I have my normal dragon, who's a white dragon with blue eyes, named Rodnock. That is who I channel light language from all the time. Love him. And I've met a couple other dragons, but not like this. This dragon was bigger, like 1,000 times bigger than Earth, I would say at least. It was so big, and it was doing this like infinity symbol around the Earth, like really fast. And I was this little nugget of a person on its back. And both Nina and I got this really strong feeling about destruction. And
Yeah.
I was like, uh-oh. But then she was like, oh yeah, an Earth is going to be destroyed. And I was like, this Earth or 5D Earth or 3D Earth? We were trying to figure it out. And I got a strong impression that it was collapsing of the timelines, the official split, and that indeed the old one version of Earth, the 3D version, was going to be actually destroyed. So I didn't know if my agita, the murderiness inside me, was like feeling this churning of like sadness and like I don't know. And then last night, and I also had a feeling like, Danra, you just need to let all this go. The whole murderiness, like you need to find forgiveness and grace and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then last night, I saw a woman who channeled. She's like, "Oh my God, guys, we just narrowly missed the Earth literally blowing up." I wish I could remember her name, but she's like, "If people have been feeling upset the last few days, I was too." And then this whole thing happened. And she said the message is to let go. And I was like, oh my God, there's a lot of overlap between what Nina was seeing, what I was seeing in the same timeline as this woman. So I'm just checking with
Yeah.
all the woo woo people out there and you.
Yeah.
What the hell was that? I'm grateful that we seem to have narrowly missed something. I'm still here. You're still here. What,
Am I here?
what are you picking up on that? Okay.
Somebody pinch me. Am I here?
I know.
Okay. Without tapping in, I will say that when my language came through and I was dancing with it and asking questions and whatnot, they did say that the language comes through for an ending. And it seemed like all the readings before my language came out, like all
Mhm.
the readings I had were like, and I'm like the nicest person when I'm not murdery. And with with my death stare. Kevin Lewis knows about my death stare.
Do you have a
Um,
death stare? I can't believe that.
it comes with lasers. Yeah. Um,
Bring that cat, that has lasers, the laser cat. Yeah, I'm gonna get you.
but yeah, the I really had to. It seemed like all of the readings people would give me, it was like, be like, oh, I saw this tree. This tree that doesn't. It has black. There's no bark. It's smooth black. It has gold leaves. It's on this cliff, and it's like the message I would get was, hey, that sounds like one of the like end of times things, And I'm just like, I'm this positive person, and um, so I really had to dance around with that. And so I think the one thing I really loved is that when there's an ending, there's a new beginning.
Yeah,
And coming from Vermont with all of the seasons that we have, it's like, yeah, one thing, it gets put to bed, and goes to sleep, and then the next thing comes in. And what's popping up in my mind is a memory of uh, my friend Carissa, who it was her retreat where the end of time tree came out, and my language. But she was saying even vortexes take a break as well. Like they kind of power down. If there's like a famous vortex in, like she was saying, in Sedona, like some of those vortexes are kind of being put to bed and they're dormant, kind of
oh,
dormancy, and then coming out. So that's just another example of the end and the beginning. Um, but let's see. I also know Kevin Lewis is here, and he also sent a text out where things that were. Um, is it okay if I talk about that, Kevin? Just let me know. Um,
yeah, he's saying it's very fiery, so maybe he's seeing similar.
no, that's my view. That was my death stare at him.
Oh, oh, oh. I want to know what gets you angry enough to do that, because literally I cannot fathom it.
It was an evil sound bath. That's for another time. But yeah, Kevin was talking about just yesterday, talking about realizing some new things. And he was talking about how, what the traditional chakra system looks like that we've been taught, right? It's like, boom, this color, this color, this color, la 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 la, right? He was in meditation, and he was given a Kevin in a sound bath, yeah, evil sound baths. But yeah, the chakras were kind of it was almost like, instead of them being like so flat, like on the piece of paper or on the human body, it was like they moved around some. It's like, I believe I think it was the root chakra was in the heart space area. It's like they moved around and they were more dimensional, and yeah, they weren't just 1, 2, 3, 4. It wasn't just stuck in one place or aligned. I think the alignment is changing. So that's another thing. I'm just saying that I really had to work on things. It's just a change. It doesn't literally mean like an ending is like a super big bad thing, which is where my mind instantly went to when I had, when they told me it's for the ending, and it's like, of course, my brain goes to like worst case scenario, like, well, I guess I better love everybody extra, because apparently,
Yeah.
um, but yeah, it's there's lots of instances of begins and ends, and one thing that they're showing me is I really like the idea of shaking your storybook and having the words fall off. Um, maybe that's just us writing a story. Maybe this is the ending of the old worlds. Oh, where did I go?
I can still hear you, but it is like lagging a
It,
little bit or something. I wonder if
it's
people
it was the end of me. Yeah,
the
okay.
end.
It was the, oh my god, I just ended. But
Uh,
you get what I'm saying. Like maybe it's just an old story going away. I want to say the word paradigm. I'm not exactly sure what that word means, but that's what's coming up.
yeah, I feel it more as a final release and like a very positive thing. After all this time, we have done it. Like we have somehow raised the energy enough in the collective that the transformation is actually happening. We're ascension, has felt imminent for so long, and it's like been happening and happening. Now it kind of feels like there was an official click over into the new whatever we want to call this 5D. Yeah, the energy feels clearer to me anyway. And speaking of the dragons, I see Kaylee is there, so maybe she is.
Oh, hi.
I
Hi,
wonder
Kaylee.
if her dragons are also talking similar language here. Um, yeah, can you go ahead and read that? I thought that was a good one too.
Humanity is being invited out of the old vertical ladder of awakening and into a more integrated field of awakening. The chakras are no longer separate stations, they are becoming a living network in
Hmm.
their nature. Beautiful. Beautifully said, my friend.
Yeah, do you, JJ, and everybody ever see, like, I had this moment where I was just looking at my cat. You know how they have those fun little hairs all over the place that you didn't realize there were so many hairs? And somehow it like turned into electricity, like kind of like the Matrix. You know how when everything started to look like code?
Yes.
I saw that on my cat the other day, and I was like, then you look around and suddenly the interconnectedness is more visible. The same thing with like the chakras, the trees, us, rocks, cats, cat hair, but it's all like uh electrified. I don't and you can see the interconnection that they're all like vibrating with each other in unison now. I don't know
Mm.
if this is me being having some kind of like or if this is what other people are seeing too very recently, like in the last few days. um
Yeah. Let's see what they say. Let's go to the people in the chat.
mhm. Oh, the theme park, that's fun.
Something like this came up during meditation. See, I kind of feel like we're being tapped on the shoulder, just like, hey, here's a message for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know if I showed Richie's. Richie says, thank you for sharing that. The thought of alignment didn't sit right.
Hmm. Yeah, there's a lot more like movie grooviness about it. It's not just this like strict paradigm now. There's flexibility and flow that feels a little bit more like woo, like we can roll with this.
Oh my gosh. The old theme park has fallen apart and we have outgrown the rides. We're getting ready to create and experience a whole new theme park.
Yeah.
Ooh, what are we going to name it?
I love that idea of like the playground and the childlike play that comes with and curiosity that comes with this whole new way, moving away from the old, like we have to stick in these patterns and we're rigidly um just like anchored in something that feels heavy. Now it's so light and bright, and there's I feel like you can access older versions of yourself so much easier, and like the healed versions go back in time. The more advanced or healed versions of us now go back, and then that means that our younger versions are also in past lives, just like this cascading ripple effect of all of the timelines. uh Whoa.
Whoa.
Okay. Yeah. Moo.
We'll give you a second with that one.
Yeah, Richie's probably right, like about
Yeah, this thing right here. Yeah. Our
things really
th-
changing.
yeah. Or is it just our awareness opening up? Okay, the way I want to think of it, and this is just me, not my spirit team. I want to think of it as we're just kind of like getting tapped on the shoulder and being like, "Hey, just to let you know, something's coming up." You know,
Uh-huh.
it's like, yeah, But I wonder if Danra, if anybody from your team wants to come forward um, to talk about.
Well, I know that big dragon that came through was probably one of the strongest. I do have it recorded with Nina. I don't know if I can pull that forward again because it kind of was an in the moment as it was happening kind of thing. But I wonder if my other dragon, Rodnock, wants to bring forward. When I was thinking about light language in general and like why, because we're going to have a big summit in August, and why would people want to come for this? One big part, just interpersonally and more collectively, is the transmutation of energy, and I feel like the dragon in particular um, does the best with that. So maybe he can step forward and bring some of that, and then maybe it'll inspire your team to step forward too.
Okay.
Let me just see. Chakra energy ninjas.
Boom, boom. Jules coming in with the. I do feel when you announce us and you're just like JJ's water. That's like I almost want like a Power Ranger pose.
Yeah, or that we're all different characters, with the stuff shooting out of our chest. Like, here we go.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's see what Rodnock has to say.
Okay.
He feels, for some reason, he's feeling more gentle than normal, but let's see. Hue chete me hite wa u nenakai I no koe chete a tu te nakai se hue chamai te ke wa u e no hashite ma uto we hike ai nito wa u ne kai Huechete mi kowati I kai no koeche ito hanuto meka inake wa ite hue hu chete mahite wetai ikome chewa haite wa une chuto a kine ke wa chito wa hune che wa ite wa ma hita wa chi ke wa hune che wa ti uto we ha. Ooh. Okay. It's interesting. I feel more of like an entry and an exit point with the entities lately. They're like, boom, they step in, and when they step out, it's like, boom, you feel a little like,
Yeah. Did you get any feelings with that as he was coming through?
There was some compression of the energy like that. There was a lot of what we were talking about, the release part. There was a lot of breaking open and like time to release those energies, and also the compression of the timelines was that I was feeling, kind of transmuting all of the energy of that big event that just happened. I feel like the dragons in particular are rallying right now, and stepping forward. When Nina and I pulled it in, we thought that we got a more masculine energy from the dragons, and that the other entities like Sekhmet, etc., very, very powerful, are providing the counterbalance of the divine feminine. So it feels like they're doing the like, ooh, the outward release, and then the feminine is stepping in and, helping with the more gentle transmutation, like almost sending it to the earth, or, transmuting it into a way that feels more usable. I don't know a better word for that.
Yeah.
But the duality.
Like easy to digest. There. Yeah.
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 So this is I wanna put this up. Fogo Pogo, our friend Kaylee, Dragon Lady, Dragon Doula, says, I saw a volcanic island. So I want to say I saw something fiery as well. I saw that inside of us there is. I got the word chasm. Is it chasm?
Mhm.
Right? Not chasm. It's chasm, right? Right? Chasm. Okay. There's a chasm of inner fire that's surfacing, and for me, I felt it like right here in my chest area. It's almost as if it's opening, and I look down into this like crevasse of, and it is. It's like it's the fire is coming out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Kaylee's saying both building and destroying. That is the energy that's coming forward.
Yeah, this is another light language person.
Oh, great.
Yeah, and a dude. No, I'm just kidding. Uh, I
Oh,
forgot.
Care Bear. We were just talking about Care Bears. That's funny.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, this is Karen. She's got a really cool. Yeah, actually, we should have her on one of our shows one of these days. Yeah.
Mhm. So, do you want to maybe talk a little bit more about what energy is going to come through at the summit too, or why people might be interested in that?
Let me tap into that because I feel as if with all things spiritual, there's always like these things in the background. Like they're just like, okay, is it my turn? Is it my turn? Is it my turn? It's like, and I feel like the summit is an invitation for some free flowing things to come through. So let me just see what I'll be very specific. So with the things that we've talked about today, with like the alignments are adjusting, shifting, okay, resetting, kokama. What does this coming month have? Definitely with the fire. Kuma tietia na kuka naka. Patutoma emotional kutiama kuwa yabatia kuma. Yetianku kuna kokana kokaya baka shna kokayama ye ti. Pakona kuka e namakor ishnamakoiwa. Tato tano no kushnama tatana ko kyoto ti ano ko e shnana koyewa. Ano takona ye pakana kuka ye ti ana e she wa. Patupama ka ye tiana tatana koyewa. Ye ma kona ka ye wana ka ye ti. Pakotana makoshna yamakana ko kyako ti. Oh, okay. Okay. They're talking about metaphorically the tectonic plates, and because they were showing me, yeah, we're gonna like heat some things up. There's like inner. I just love that we're doing the elements for this. I actually think after the summit, our next series, 6 series or whatever it is, definitely needs like an elemental type thing.
Mm-hmm.
So the with the elements inside of us. Is something we'll be touching upon, obviously at the summit. But right now they're talking about how imagine the tectonic plates and what that must have looked like the speed of the plates, like dredging against each other, and like what can actually surface when there's dredging coming from like with us. There's four of us, right? So it's almost as if um, almost like dredging, shifting, resetting. So if the tectonic plates are moving like in the ocean, and the ocean floor is changing somewhat, it just means like on the surface, maybe you'll see like a surf spot that was popular that doesn't have the surfing waves anymore, or vice versa. Maybe there'll be some amazing surf spots coming up. And metaphorically, how I see that is, um, it's again kind of putting some things to bed and having some other things like elevate, so we can experience them. Um, with the when I'm seeing the dredging of like the tectonic plates, I also see. I wonder if that's what the dragon thing is too. The unearthing.
Mm.
Earth. This is so fun. Okay. Um, right? Your Earth, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it's just like the unearthing of what are we unearthing? atuma individually into a collectively papaki ana etita makopa imaitana. Oh my gosh. Okay. When my language, I'm so glad we're here today. When
Mhm.
my language came out, it had said like the information about it was it wasn't here for humans, but I could use it for humans because I found it had a healing property. Um, but it was for connection. It was for the way I was seeing it at the time. There was this crystal or something within the earth that was trying. Its signal was lost.
Mhm.
Signal was somehow lost, and it was here to do the connection with this. There was something about the crystal. It had to connect to something, and it wasn't connecting, right? And so, like, fast forward, it's like I had the light language for 11 years. They stepped back at another Kevin Lewis retreat. Highly recommend them, but so many amazing things happened to me there. But so my whole team, which I called Tuta because it meant teacher, they all stepped back because I graduated and now I was working with, still had the language, still had teachers, just not that particular group. And I was working with a crystal. Um, and so it's just interesting now. We're talking about the tectonic plates, la la la. It's like this summit, I think, is going to blow my mind because it's almost like things are just lining up from years and years and years of dancing with this light language.
Mhm.
Like, so like what's unearthing, what is dredging? And I feel like with the four of us, uh, I'm really curious to see what can manifest for us. For I don't feel like it's individually. I feel like it's collectively. Yeah.
Mhm. So just a couple things. When you coughed, I was also having a very strong throat reaction, like that the fire was burning in my throat. And I was like, oh, wow, there's a big throat activation. And then you went like that. I was like, okay, so somehow we were synced up there. And that reminded me because we were just helping two people this last week kind of allow their light language to emerge. So Tom and Sunny, and they
Yeah.
both had similar kind of blocks in the throat area,
Oh
and
yeah.
so they needed different ways, and I'm sure the source of why there's the blocks are different there, but what it feels like is that the light language is coming out and how our four amplified voices together, because normally at these light language, I see a lot of practitioners who have maybe one or two people, which is awesome because anytime you can get activated or rediscover or remember, like a lot of this is about remembrance, like it already exists within us. um but we have four of us, and I know the power that I feel when I'm with all four of us is significantly amplified over anything that I have felt. And we all bring a different angle. So your ancient wisdom, mine is healing, Summer's is very activating, and Nina brings that ability to understand it on a multidimensional level. So I just find that that part is really cool. So when people are starting to feel it's here and it needs to like unblock itself, or collectively the tectonic plates and the volcanoes and the fires and the movement and the shifting of earth, like these all provide the energy collectively. The more voices that are speaking the codes, it anchors that process and helps people move forward. So that's what I'm excited about, and I got that feeling when here with
Yeah. Yeah.
what you just said.
Yeah, when I go back, like I actually even when I was younger, I loved drawing, and I have this picture of just of somebody going like this, and it said like help right here. I wrote the word help. And a lot of the recordings that I did, the recording like meditations and going through the body, it always ended up like with the throat, uh, like spending extra time in the throat area. So
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the people that are here know this already, but some ways to move energy, if someone's listening and doesn't know, it's like there's belching and coughing and yeah, what else is there? Big ones for me. I want to throw up when I'm moving energy. It's not my favorite thing to do, so I try not to let it do that. But yeah,
Yeah, that purging kind of feeling.
yeah,
Hmm. There's some
that's some.
interesting.
Yeah, okay. So
um,
let's go up here. Fogo says they created an elemental dragon oracle deck with 6 elements: ether, earth, air, fire, water, and galactic. Boom.
mhm.
The crystalline grid is awakening. It's been dormant. Let's stick with Kevin here. Each of us have light codes to assist the awakening. We are not just here to witness. Okay, so the word keeper has been coming up and up and up. Keepers. So are we the keepers or the holders of the light codes? I have goosebumps. And then he says, those regions are the hot spots, if you will: Glastonbury, Pyramids of Giza, Stonehenge, etc.
Mhm.
Wow. Did he say? I think I missed. Did I miss something? Nope, that was it for him. And Fogo said I asked the same question and got that which is buried. Wow. Okay. Richie says, Kevin, is it the entire grid? It feels regional, which would explain why some areas vibrate higher than others. Oh, that's when he said those
Yeah.
regions. Spots. Got it. Fogo's gagging. Gagging for me. It's not a fun one. No. Um, oh, and 3 shifting veils. I'm a keeper of portals. I have no doubt about that.
This is such a fun group. I can't believe that a year ago I would just, my day job is a speech pathologist and I love that job, but I I hadn't even said that I'm a medium last year. I was really resisting all of this. And now we're having a light language summit and we're
Yeah,
talking about portals and dragons and I'm like, this is the only thing I want to talk about ever. I love
ever.
this group, this community. That's the other part of something like a summit. I think your audience knows all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
They
Mhm.
they all get it, but
Yeah.
we're also wanting to call in the newbies who have random sounds coming out in the shower and they're thinking they're crazy, just like we did when we first started. Like somebody needs to validate what this is, and and how do I work with it? So um, I love that we're going to be able to have a new community with like people who are more experienced, and maybe that enhances or changes or amplifies their own language that they already have. And for newbies, just to have the ability to move that energy the way they need to allow theirs to be their own soul dialect to be remembered. Um, we've had, I don't know, would you say 10 or 12 people start speaking light languages since we've started the summit? I know like people kind of reach out to us after they watch some of our videos and like, help me. I don't know what this is. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Um,
It's really, that's kind of one of like, it's super fun. It's super fun when, like, if I'm brave and I'm like singing my light language. One time I was at this school. I was in Joshua Tree, and just going up to where the classroom was, I was like singing in my light language. And this other woman that was also taking class, she came up and she started singing, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, that is so lovely!" And then boom, like she got her light language, which was sounded so beautiful. It was so like it was like if you went to like an old church and somebody was singing in church and you could hear like the vibrations,
mhm.
full song. It just sounded kind of heavenly in a way. Yeah. Let me try to get my thought. What I wonder if it's there. I have so many thoughts when everybody's talking and I'm reading and oh, the summit. The what I saw it as like the people who have already been in this dance of light language, or however it is spoken, or et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I see it as that those people are showing up as like their spark is already a flame, and them bringing in their transformations and what they're going through. It's like that does enhance the underlying like codes. Like they're bringing codes, we're bringing codes, everybody's bringing codes, and it's like the if we want to talk about people with light languages, if it's dormant yet waking, and they're coming to this or they're seeing us in the series, it's like since I've met like you three ladies, I'm like, first of all, I would have thought you guys were doing this for years and years and years, and you stepped into this, you emerged, and then it was like, okay, now we're running, we're gonna run with it, and
Yeah.
uh, yeah, and it's incredibly brave, for someone to reach out and be like, hey, my kid sounds like this. Is this light language? Or
Mhm.
Karen in the group, she reached out and she was like, "Is this light language?" It's like, but I first heard it, I was like, "Whoa, of course that's light language."
Mhm.
I do feel like there's a lot of people out there that this will help with. Um, when they're, I feel like it's dredging up. It's dredging up the frequencies. It's dredging up that huge dragon,
Yeah.
the infinity dragon. Yeah.
Well, and I hear your light language, and Nina does too. She's the one who first said this about when you're just speaking regular English. I can almost feel the little stream of light codes coming out, even when you're just talking right now,
I
and
love that. Yeah.
and the intake of breaths. Lately that has been coming into our languages more, just like when you do those, I'm like, oh, like it goes in even stronger.
Yeah.
Like there's power in the negative space of the light language too. Like it doesn't even have to be um, sounds that you're making. It's just the breath work part of it too.
Yeah, like what if, Danra? I love to play what if. What if like the connection I was talking about with like the crystal and what is it connecting with? Like what if it's connecting with us? Almost as if when our feet are walking the earth, we're now connecting with earth. We're connecting with the things around us. Almost stepping out of this like zoot suit of dampening, and we're connecting more with the elements around us. Um, the crystals, that these beautiful crystals that I don't even know how the earth makes it, or maybe they make the earth. I don't know. I could talk about that forever, but um, yeah, maybe that's what this is about.
Yeah, so the big ass dragon that was spiraling around the earth, that was, they told me that it was powered by the collective. So that's a very similar thing. Like the synergy of it, it's drawing its energy source from ours and reciprocating. So I feel like that's very similar to what you're saying. Like, are the crystals, are we kind of who the
So,
elements certainly
chicken,
had a play.
chicken or egg? Chicken
Yeah.
or egg?
Um, Looks like some more really good chat in there too, right?
I just got that's the part of the transmission, our individual part in the activation. Thank you, Kevin Lewis. I'm glad you're here, my friend. And then some through shifting veils, some of my deaths on other worlds showed that they had beautiful musical languages. Oh man, I had this. That's very cool. I had this. Someone was staying at my house, and I tapped into her. We were just having spiritual chit chat or whatever, and I was brought to this place where she's from, and it was like this crystal. Everything was like white and crystal, and like, but the pitch was like perfect pitch, I didn't want to leave because it was like how somebody could have um built this where everything was like a perfect pitch of,
Mhm.
nothing was like, and like, just to like full circle, like nothing there was dampening us. Like the unseen things, like um, like the chemtrails, or like the sound waves, things that we're unaware of that affect us. It's like there, it was like you could go there, and it's like the perfect pitch for like, just do what you have to do, do it, do you, and yeah, beautiful.
Speaking of perfect pitch, I always now it's kind of a cruel joke or something, or like irony that I mean, I am completely tone deaf and the light language like makes me sing, right?
I know,
It's
totally.
really hard to dissociate your human side that's like,
Yeah.
wait a second, pause.
Yeah.
Because when I hear you singing, it's so absolutely beautiful. You are just so skilled
Yeah.
in English
But
and light
I,
language.
yeah, a fun fact, I can't like that spirit as well. It's like I had to step out of my way because I'm like, I can't go that high. I mean, I was in choir in high school and it was fun, but it's like if I'm like with other people, I can't sing at all because it's like a human JJ thing. And or harmonize with anybody, but it's just like with when spirit comes through, it's kind of one of my favorite things now. And before it wasn't, because I was like, oh great, I'm in this in-person thing and now I have to sing.
Mhm.
And I have to step out of the way because I would try to control it, like I'm not going that high, I'm not going to go that low. And yeah, you have to really step out of the way.
Yeah, that ego.
Yeah.
Um, so I see. Oh yeah, go for it.
That crystal place sounds like the place next to the meadows and forest that are pets. The pets cross over to. I used to see it in the distance when I would visit there.
Mm.
Wow, that's cool. I want to go explore with that.
Hmm.
Kaylee was asking if the international thing had been fixed because the Canadians are trying to sign up.
Yeah, we had a Canadian successfully sign up, so everything should have been resolved. Thank you for your patience. So, just so people know, that's coming up on August 6th, 7th, and 11th, 11 to 1 Eastern Time. So, depending where you are in Canada. Um, and we have sliding scale. And so there's 3 tiers for that to make it affordable for everybody. And then there's a VIP. What you get with VIP is somebody from that group is going to win a session with all 4 of us. So me, JJ, Summer, and Nina, we will work with you one-on-one afterwards for that winner, and you get lifetime access and some extra little goodies there. So was there anything else that you wanted to um, add about the summit piece there?
I would say that there's, yeah, Danra has, I'm like so proud of you, Danra, for like, you did the landing page, like the I love that, the web page site. And then we are working on some in between. So it's the 6th, the 7th, and the 11th. We wanted a little bit of time in between and then meet up to see how everybody was doing,
Mhm.
which I really love because like you go to these things, and stuff comes up and you really have to sit with it and process for a little bit before you can actually understand what's going on. So I love that there's a space in between. But I also love the fact that we are going to have some in between things, some videos that you can watch to see if it's helpful, some like journal prompts.
Mhm.
And Anna was saying in the email she sent me, it's not homework. It's just um, it's like supplements. It's how if you wanted to go a little deeper on this, then maybe try that. Really, we just really want to support people. We want people to find some community members because you need community members, um, spiritual, light language, whatever it is, talking about it. I'm so happy that I have people in my life that I can talk about this with. And yeah, there'll
Yeah,
be a lot in between stuff. Yeah.
yeah, JJ, if I hadn't found you, I don't know, I'd be under a rock somewhere being like murmuring to my cat. Like the language is there and it wasn't going to stop. And I'm like, what is happening? Thank goodness for people who know what this is,
Yeah.
and see the beauty and can enhance it.
Yeah.
Um, Yep. And so we are going to also have like, and if you're in the VIP, there's an extra session where you get coffee with us. So there's going to be a little bit more integration time there. I'm excited just to see the new faces, and it will be a mix of experienced people and newbies. So when we have our breakout groups, that'll be a chance for like all of us to do some mentoring too and help those newbies along. Oh,
Yeah.
Carol's here. Hi, Carol.
Carol.
I miss Carol. There are certain people in our group that I haven't seen as much. I really um, want to say hi to them. Yeah,
How
Kaylee calls it home play. That's fun.
Yeah, this is how it works. Like I met Carol at another Kevin Lewis retreat in Utah at Bryce Canyon. I met Carol. She's awesome. I might have met actually Carol. I met Carol online. That's right. But I saw Carol for the first time in person at Kevin's retreat, and then she told Danra, Danra's, yeah, it wasn't your language came out, and she's like, you have to talk to JJ.
Should we do a little dialogue with Atara and
Yeah.
your guides just so that people can hear? This is why Carol recommended that I specifically talk to you, because there is a similarity between Atara and JJ's team.
Yeah.
Um, and they normally sound like they're gossiping, which we shall see what people pick up on this. Like they're normally sharing information multidimensionally, like, hey, what are your guys doing over there? What do they need? How do we heal? Blah, blah, blah. Like two ladies hanging out of a
Yeah.
metaphysical window. Whew. All right.
No,
Well,
kush. Hey, pa, eta. Ko to nu ki na ko usma ko titana. Eta mo ko ya mata usna tia na ko ye wa.
se le koe sa maha toe sa wai ka wai hai a ni se wa huto me he te ke wa ino a che to we oche ina i ko me koe ta i to we na na ko e ta wai.
Tato tako na ne ti ta mo ko mo ti mo mosna ti ama ko ye wa tu ta ma pa ko isna ye wa ko tana ka ye wa. Iti ama ko ye wa se wa.
Se nai ke wa cha ma koe he to como o so e tai se me ke ina kai e to ko me te si I ta ko e che wa ho to e we ta ka ma u chu e to na ta kai I se to na ko e se wa ta.
そうかな。やっても、あななのまましたのなごえしたまぐやな、ティアタモグニアカシパトキンなかかえなかしなかえわた。
A tu I sa wa kai kai se to ko me Ah, sì, ciao, tocco e te che mai.
とたま、えた、おんとのくしね、ティアバカ。
Yeah, Ati took away. Oh, I see Nina's here. We need Nina to translate that. She can hear both sides of the conversation and 8 different other conversations at the same time.
Yeah. I got that they were like, "Oh, hey, we're calling them home. They just have to answer the phone." Um, we're calling. Answer the phone. Um,
And I got that they don't understand how simple this is. It's all vibrational.
yeah.
The vibrations are carrying the message that they need right
Yeah.
now and at all times. Yeah. Mm.
But Kaylee got. Do you see what's going on down there? Can you believe it? yes.
Oh man. Mm.
I'm just so excited. Like my light language came out, didn't know, I don't think any of us knew what a light language was. um, and I actually was fortunate enough to go to a light language gathering, and they all happened to be women. Not that people who have a spoken language are all women, because we actually have someone here who speaks light language and is a male. But uh, just to sit and have them, they all harmonized at the end, and it was all new for them because some of them hadn't met other ones. You know, I think there was like maybe 5 or 6 light language ladies, and they harmonized in the at the end of it, and I was just blown away. Like,
Mm.
happy that we have the online community because it's where we can really grow and support.
Hmm. I like that other quote from Kaylee about need the neighbors to watch and work as a team.
Yeah, to get the neighbors to watch 100%.
um, Care Bear was also talking about her being shy, and I'm doing some light language at a stone circle in New Hampshire with Aaron Tuller's alchemy team, or I forget the name of the program that they are, but I was told that there is a person who has light language and is also shy. So I hope that the summit will be that kind of space, like for exactly that kind of person who's like, I have it, I'm feeling whatever it is, it's just not coming out or allowing or flowing in the way. And you will have the safe space to do that. It's kind of nice that it's on Zoom too, because you can be on mute and even turn your camera off if you want to. There's going to be definitely a play period where when we were helping people, we was doing a lot of like short little segments that people can echo or imitate back, and that seemed to be really effective. Um, and weirdly, like me being a speech pathologist, I do have training in some vocal things, even though I'm tone deaf. So I know about the larynx and all the muscles in there, and that actually came into play when we were helping Tom this week, right?
Yeah.
So there's going to be a lot of fun ways to help that release, so that you don't have to feel shy. You know that you're in a safe community where people are celebrating this, and that it's all your own. You don't have to, even if you're like picking up on what we're saying, you're going to have your own dialect, and it's not prescriptive at all. It's just whatever magic is already inside you will just come out.
Yeah.
Ah.
Okay, you can go ahead and read this one.
Oh, so Nina. So, okay, first of all, Nina is one of the 4 in our group who will be at the summit, and she translates light language and has her own, but she kind of covers her mouth and just goes straight. She just lets it, the message come out. So her translation is there's a lot of fluidity in your messages. It's no longer just between the two of you. Your windows are open and the messages are seeping through the sides. I love the visuals there. Oh,
We have someone coming in that will be watching the replay. So thank you.
oh, good.
I'm so sorry you didn't get the notification. I don't know why that happens, but it happens. Well, hello, Fox with a book. That's a great name.
I just had a fox in my yard the other day, and I was like, "Ooh, symbol from spirit. That's a good one." Like a big ass tail. I didn't realize how big their tails were. Like I know that their tails are like their signature thing, but so love that.
All right. Well, that's it for today. Thank you guys I feel like this is very powerful. Thank you for joining this conversation with us today.
Oh, and they can go to Tuta Speaks, that has a link to the summit,
Oh,
and
yeah.
that'll go to the landing page.
Do you have a banner? I want to do my ticker. Here we go.
Ticker, ticker.
Save your spot. Save your spot.
Do, 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 do,
Do,
do.
do, 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 do. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. All right, everybody, this has been a blast. We will see you further on down the road. We definitely have a few more live streams coming up before the summit, and Summer's actually going to be joining us for one of them as well.
Yay.
Been very, very busy. Yeah. So yeah, thank you, everybody. We will see you later. Have a beautiful day.
Bye, everybody. Love you.
Bye.
Bye.